Hello and welcome to the Sunday Cup, this split. And today we have a game with CBS versus Placeholder. And I'm joined today by not your Kerry, and I'm Drakensson. And I hope we have a spicy game for you today here.
Good evening and welcome indeed. Yeah, we'll be seeing CBS Endless as their full name and PhD fighting off. They are both teams have some quite veterans in their teams, and both teams are currently one team is 1-0, the placeholder is 1-1. So not a clear favorite yet, but definitely
Mic
interested
off.
to see how they're gonna duke it out today.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you said, most of these are veteran players, both Placeholder and they weren't CBS really. Back then they were We Handlers from last split. And We Handlers won last split, so I would probably go get them. They might be the favorites for now, seeing as that they won last split already, but Placeholders certainly put their mark onto the split as well, both being 1-1.
Yeah, agreed. No, like I'm interested to what they're gonna do today. We're not yet going towards draft, but both teams are preparing and getting their notebooks ready to draft each other out draft. Add some spice possibly. I expect CBS might actually have some curveballs from previous experience, but I'm interested if they pull some out.
Mm. What kind of drafts, what kind of champions do you expect to see in the draft here?
From either team. I don't expect a Shaco or a Skarner coming, although it still is Alkami. Basically his go-tos. He's currently playing top lane with Mamui or Mango in the jungle for PhD. It's definitely a switch up, if you ask me, but champion-wise, Seraphine mid for Lipsy.
If it's not getting banged away, that is. And as you said, Alkami has been playing a lot of Shaco in his recent games, and Rim has been playing mostly Nico, very much Nico. So I'm excited to see what we'll see. I'm probably gonna come in with a Nico ban here. I actually don't see too many ADs on the team's placeholder as of right now. That they have played a lot in recent games, other than the Shaco. Maybe potentially the Neferi, of course, Smolder being very dominant, but I would expect Smolder to be banned away.
Yeah, same thing here. I definitely expect him to be banned. Don't give it over to CBS for sure, but getting Smolder being picked by PhD might also be. The champion itself could just be enough if you pilot well and get into late game post 25, post 28 minutes with your 225 stacks. Yeah, it's kind of game for Smolder.
Hence why I believe that Smolder will probably be banned, because there's just, once he stacks up to a certain limit, there's just not much you can do.
Free Elder Dragon. I don't expect him to go
They nerfed it recently from what I heard. I don't know if the nerf patch has come quite through yet, but they reduced his execution down to 1%. Yeah, in the current patch notes. I haven't read it either. I haven't played too much League of Legends in recent times, I have to admit. So I'm a little bit out of the loop when it comes to patch notes.
I generally just hope they nerf him, so it's more of an equal playing field, less of a insane power spike when you get your 225 stacks. Besides that, I'm maybe expecting a Misfortune for PhD. I know Misfortune's AD plays Misfortune a lot. Possibly the Leona for PhD support. Not entirely sure what CBS jungle or top lane play. Yasuo could pick the Yasuo, but
I'm also seeing a lot of Udyr.
Oh,
Maybe Lilia.
jungle, I guess? No? I would expect it jungle currently, although Lilia jungle is probably
Lilia? I don't feel like Lilia is good in the jungle.
It might be my preference, or at least my understanding. Still, it's like having issues with people, and people are around, they're just not ready to play the game yet. So, there's this, there is slight need of stalling until the player needs to get all pumped up and ready to play the game. Some might actually have, might actually be frightened to play a non-opponent.
But I think that's worked out. It's fine. They shouldn't be too scared here.
I mean, generally, people are supposed to play for fun, and that doesn't mean you play completely free and do whatever you want, but it's still a game, so play for fun. Play as your team, play as play the game as if it's a team game. It's definitely better playing with fives, basically five stacking against the five stack.
Just imagine you're playing a ranked flex.
Against the good team.
Mic on.
Well, for now, we are still waiting for the players to start the draft, which I feel they're already getting ready
Mic
to
off.
find out. So we're about to go into the draft phase very soon. Should be there any moment.
Mic on.
And let's see. We already have like our first bands. We have Vigar, Kog'Maw, and Nautilus banned from placeholder. Seraphine, Lux, and Nico banned from CBS. Smolder immediately first picked by placeholder. As as predicted, he is not banned, so he's immediately first picked. And CBS naturally respond with a Kai'Sa ADC.
Charge complete. Mic off.
I'm not entirely sure how many Kai'Sa games they have under their belt and how effective Kai'Sa specifically is into the Smolder pick.
It depends on the build, if you ask me. If you're going towards AP Kai'Sa, like AP poke build, it's impressive.
It is impressive, but not that strong. You really need an AD carry against Smolder, I feel like.
Okay.
Maybe you can go with the Lethality Kai'Sa, that should be able, with Kai'Sa's ult, if you manage to find an angle, you might be able to get down a burst and just burst down Smolder if you go with the Lethality build. Additionally, CBS, also, they lock in the Ahri, and it is going to be countered with the Syndra. Not really sure if I feel that one. Syndra having the knockback, but Ahri having 3 dashes. And as it appears that for support, they are going to be locking in the Karma.
Smaller bot lane, yeah, decently or definitely good lane presence. It could be worse. There's more aggressive laners than Smolder, but Karma.
Yeah, Karma is pretty assertive. The Lignis Karma, we love it. And CBS are locking in Vi. Very good to catch out, things like the Syndra, like the Smolder being unstoppable with her ultimate. It's pretty good. And we are seeing Morgana and Rakan banned. Rakan, I think, is an absolutely great ban here. So he cannot charm people into the Smolder, and Smolder just being able to pentakill off of that. Very good ban, in my opinion.
Garen ban too. Interested who that's aimed towards, but Garen ban.
If you don't know what to ban Garen.
Silas ban besides, I guess that's towards. They already have the Ahri. It might be towards top, although. Yeah, I guess it's towards top, or they may play Malphite. Kinda early, but could be. Then
We see
Silas
that
is good
Thresh
ban.
going with the Kai'Sa here.
Decent setup, quite safe. I still expect them to somewhat lose lane then against the Karma, although later on, there's definitely a chance for catching people or just all-inning.
Yeah, you might be able to get a catch off, but even in the later stages of the game, again, this is Smolder, and so late game is probably going to be done and dusted. Kai'Sa scaling well, but not nearly as good as a Smolder. And we see Briar being picked.
For PhD, yeah. I somewhat expected to be jungle, but Briar top is also,
And there's the Malphite. That explains the Silas ban.
yeah, the kind of telegraphed. Although, yeah, sure, it's definitely worth banning the Silas then. Otherwise, you're just creating a better Malphite with more AP.
Yeah.
Interested to see what CBS pick last. This has to be top lane unless they play Ari top, but
Which I don't think. And they looks
no.
like they're hovering Camille at least to counter the Malphite here, which I think is a very good counter here. Camille obviously being able to lock down Malphite with her ult so that Malphite can't ult.
I mean, not entirely true. He is unstoppable, but he can't exit the cage.
Yes, exactly. He cannot exit the cage of Camille. You cannot exit Camille's cage by any means necessary. That's what the ability states, which I have found not to be entirely true.
We're playing League of Legends after all. There's it yeah, it's small indie company. There's always gonna be bugs, you know.
Yes. Glass phase for now is completed, and we will now be having a little bit of a spectator delay before we are going to get into our game one here.
In terms of drafting, which one do you prefer? I'm seeing a quite a clear identity on CBS.
Mm.
PhD is more well-rounded, I think, less hard focused towards one single goal. Which is your preference, or which champions would you prefer playing as your own?
I can clearly see that CBS they have answered with relatively well counters. Right, you have the Camille against the Malphite. You have something like the Thresh and the Ari that can quite relatively effectively deal with the Briar. Not anything particular that I can see like as good against the Karma, but if you're not getting poked too hard, that's not really that much of an issue. Obviously, placeholder they have a very good engage with the Malfind and Smolder just being able to follow up with that with ease if
Yeah.
they manage to get the stars to align here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who CBS end up targeting. I guess it'll be based on either someone pops off or it's always going to be Smolder because executes later towards the game. Briar and Malphite are quite, I mean, good divers, good engage. The Briar ulti will could definitely do something. I hope to see a good rotate, maybe Briar ulting from jungle or rotating from a different lane.
Mm.
It's definitely a fun play to see.
Yeah, the Briar ultimate definitely can make a difference here. Having the additional fear as well. Obviously, they have a lot of difference makers on placeholders team with the Syndra, with the Smolder, and the Malphite. A lot of difference maker ultimate and the
Hmm.
Briar as well. Not seeing that so much, except for maybe the Camille and the Vi. They don't really have that. The of course the Vi
Yeah.
being able to go good for picks. Camille is great for picks. They very much have like a pick comp with the Ari Kai'Sa. They're very much centered on picks rather than team fights. And placeholder has very much more of a team fight comp. So I would favor placeholder almost in that, as they do have a more team fight focused composition and an easier to execute composition. That being said, I do also believe that CBS on an individual player level, if they're able to outplay them as individual players, they they will just run off with the game just because they're just having the advantage.
Yeah, agreed. There's like not everyone is equal, skill wise. Definitely. That being said, I'm seeing a lot of pick. Like they're definitely looking towards picking or picking off people or diving on CBS's side. Ari, Vi, Camille all really work really well with that. Kaisa R to dive in or follow up. Yeah, I
Yes,
kind of personally I'd say CBS's draft is better if you
they have a
ask
good
me.
live comp.
But for 5v5, PhD just has better champions.
Yeah, PhD
CBS
just
will
has
have to go
better
for picks.
comfort team fights, and CBS has a better pick, has a better draft for picks. So we'll see how the individual teams are going to be managing to play out this one. If the game is going to be centered around team fights or picks. So that remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
I can also see already this, this annoying thing with Smolder when he, flaps away.
Yeah, Smolder E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smolder's E when he starts flapping, which also makes him deal a lot of damage. Well, Camille can completely negate that with her ultimate as well. Well, not completely negate it, but Smolder won't be able to flap his way out of danger that quickly.
Oh,
And
true.
mine being able to lock him down. So maybe CBS are going to be able to keep the Smolder in check, not letting him scale up. Which I think is going to be the main focus from them, not letting Smolder scale up into the late game and denying him the later stacks. We can also see what I do believe here, this might be yeah. This might be a difficult game for them for placeholder to pull off here, even though their team comp is simpler to execute.
Kind of, yeah. I think it's gonna be like necessarily difficult either way. Both teams, or at least the players on both teams, are capable of playing the game, capable of playing in TSC. So it might not be not really an actual 50-50 match. There's definitely chances for both to pull off and get a lead and win the game for their team.
Yeah, naturally. Now, we're going to get into the game here. Finally, we are on the Rift, and we'll see how the teams are going to perform here.
Fairly natural starts, or at least expected starts in terms of items for all 5 players.
Mm.
Smolder with the Doran's Ring as usual for better laning, or at least better W damage. The mana also helps stacking you early. You're not really getting anything if you're getting Doran's Blade with a little bit of lifesteal.
Yeah, for now we are just seeing a stock standard, um, well, start. Both teams just posturing around, making sure that no other team is invading. Emotes being spammed, as is the custom. And yes, neither team, for now, doesn't look like either of the teams are going to look for anything particular, any specific invade.
No invading,
Why
although...
is starting red side
Oh.
for her as well, instead of blue, which, as it should be, in my opinion. I see a lot of buys even in my games, or when they play on the enemy team. I see a lot of buys that still go blue side because, oh, they go red side, we go and red side starts blue side, and it's always like that for some reason. People just start blue all the time, just so they get the bot side leash.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually the reason, although a lot of junglers currently kind of depends on how well you sustain, but most junglers are definitely capable of soloing their first camp.
Yeah,
It's just slower, but...
it is a bit slower. Personally,
Ooh.
flash out, connects. Oh, massive damage from the Kai'Sa here. Smolder already way below half. And he pops a potion.
That's definitely rough for Smolder. It's flash for flash. Then still definitely good for Thresh or CBS's side. Smolder is low. It's difficult to stay in lane when low HP. They might get a second attempt.
And Smolder is going to need to stack, so getting these stacks now is going to be a little bit more difficult for Smolder. Just delaying that late game power spike for Smolder is going to provide for a good asset to CBS here. We also got a little bit of action on the mid, and top laners just trading a few auto attacks, but nothing really happening. Unless... Nope. Still nothing going down here. Smolder, bubble going wide, Thresh, lazily in. Kai'Sa securing the cannon.
Good poke from Malphite. Both junglers full clearing. Bayer was close to top, but I don't really expect the gang coming without... Malphite has quite little setup before the ult.
Yeah, I expect both junglers to try to go level 4 before going for any sort of gank, maybe even get back in before they start ganking. Vi on the bot side and Briar on the top side. Camille being pushed in, so not a lot of things to get for Briar here.
It's just full clears
Vi
indeed.
getting spotted out.
Oh. Did Sin actually steal it? Oh yeah, Syndra stole the Scuttle Crab with W, now killed it, taking it away from the Vi. That's definitely a good start.
Vi going in for the gank here. Smolder does not have flash. Hook connects, and that is first blood for the Vi. Nice, easy, and clean. Ignite also goes out from the Karma.
No shot that you're getting out there without the flash. Good dive, or at least force from CBS with the Vi ganking.
Camille is getting out traded.
Yeah, but also in trouble. Briar is there. She might teleport.
And that is a dive. Very good, successfully executed here. Power Aggro. Briar might... No, she stays alive with just a little sliver of HP, almost dying here. Camille coming back with a TP. Looking for the re-engage. Missed the hook shot. But that might just be a dead Malphite. Oh, yeah, that's a flash. And traded the kill back. That is not really what you want to see for placeholder right now.
The start on the dive was good, but the return, yeah, that's rough. That's not what they intended to do.
Yeah, a bit of an overstay there.
Yeah, agreed. The Briar taking tower shots because she had the self-taunt. Kind of a rough dive still. Currently seeing Vi, or at least on the map you can see Vi clearing the void drops. No one is contesting the dragon. There's not a real trade. Looks like 3 void gaps in the top gank again.
Another top gank coming down. 2 connects. But I don't think this will result in the kill here. Malphite trying back quite well. He has the ultimate up, and there comes down, slam down, and Vi just goes down. Camille plays back with the ultimate, keeps Malphite in, but loses out on that trade. Malphite tries to re-engage, but he has no mana.
Smart play from Malphite. Really good turn. He had the ult, he had the damage. Vi is kind of squishy, as you noticed, yeah. Just gets popped.
Coming down. Hook is connecting, but immediately gonna get cleansed away here. Now, Kai'Sa on the chase. That might result in a kill. The auto connects, and that is 1 dead Karma.
Good chase though.
CBS bot lane doing work here. A lot of good chase. And Smolder not respecting that he's flashless. And they still have everything up, and they hand everything up on the CBS side. Heal and flash now burned from the Kai'Sa, but claiming he'll kill for it, I would say that's definitely worth it. Thresh still having flash and ignite up.
They're getting to press the wave as well. I mean, Smolder is getting some stacks, or at least the experience, but the This is not ideal. This is still an advantage for CBS, getting the kill on their support Karma.
Mid laners are just trading their CC abilities. Not amounting not entirely too much. We'll see if the Camille is finally going to be able to trade positively into the Malphite here. Camille was the counter pick after all. By making her side, going top side again. Malphite doesn't have flash and doesn't have ult up, so maybe Vi won't die here, but he uses his Q to make the escape. So.
Oh, Karma.
And the
Flash
ignite
ult.
tick killed it off here.
Good answer from the Syndra. Flash ult.
That was a miss. Vi misses Q. Malphite dealing tons of damage, all coming now down. Vi dies again on the top side, he uses the ult, but it's going down here, and Malphite trading kill for kill. Again.
It's a trade, but I'm not entirely sure. Camille needs to get ahead from this, otherwise it's the jungler from CBS just getting bullied, Vi getting pushed around in her own jungle.
Vi keeps going top and dies to Malphite.
Yeah.
Not really successful ganks from the Vi here. They're a bit hit and miss. Ooh. Can't wait for Karma to get her malignance.
To actually start poking hard, yeah. Farm-wise, I'd say it's... I mean, mid is quite equal. The biggest difference is the kill, from what I can see. It's 3 CS difference, so yeah.
Yeah,
basically
Shard going out. Taking a lot of damage here, the Camille.
Good, better trades from Camille so far.
Yeah, she's finally setting down some damage, making a statement here. I will not be out-traded anymore. My true damage is coming, and it will only grow. Oh.
Good.
Death Sentence connects, flaying backwards, Smolder forced to flash out.
Good force on the flash.
Yeah. Thresh definitely going to be happy with that trade. Flash for nothing. Maybe a little bit of health, but that's definitely a trade willing to take.
Yeah, getting the
splash
missing
down
the
is
hook
a free
shot. Trade. Malphite is low, but still full, or still decent bit of mana. He almost has ult. Maybe a chance to all in on top lane.
Ooh. Vi smiting away the dragon. Meanwhile, Briar is on the grubs, trying to collect as many as he can here. In return, Malphite poking a bit, mostly poking now.
Just looking for the hook. Well, ooh.
Yeah, will it connect? Nah, just goes wide just by its liver. Death Sentence doesn't connect. Would have been certain death this time.
Briar ulti.
Briar ult coming in under tower, and that's Camille is dead again.
That's Camille.
Now Vi coming back up. Probably gonna be a. You think it's gonna be a kill trade again? She ults.
Good ulti.
Off the tower, and she can finish off the Briar. That's a double kill for Vi. Nice shutdown. Hey, Vi did a gank without dying. Amazing.
Yeah. It was a kind of a counter gank for a change. Before it were actually forced or just started ganks by CBS themselves. This time it's the answer on the gank. Vi plays it well, answers the Briar pushback with her own ulti, basically gap closing again. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah,
good answer.
What a nice play from Vi. Very nice use on the abilities. Death Sentence doesn't connect again. Void Seeker going wide. It's a little bit right in between. Oof. And those Karma Qs are starting to hurt.
Besides the death sentences, bot lane, it's quite
Treasure stale.
Looking.
Karma going in. Mom is being called in, and that is a nice pick they get there on the thresh. Karma now chasing in. Kaisa on the run, but Smolder does manage to bubble it down. Ooh,
Flash.
Ari coming in for a gank.
Good roam from Ari.
Yeah. Spirit Rush coming out, securing the kill. Even though the charm goes a bit wide here, still a nice little pick on the top side. Traded for a few plates, but I'm sure Lipsy Cat is going to be happy with that. See if Rim should be fine here. Oh, nice sidestep. Charm goes wide. A beautiful sidestep from both Rim and Lipsy here. Tenzin making his way down, spots out the control ward.
Looking to rotate mid, although it seems at least, but there's not much going on yet. It's quite difficult to hard force the gank there. PhD is also close.
Najim can force, but Lipsy almost dying to the unleashed force. And Bawai is there to cover up, managed to kill the Syndra here in return. But now it's just with a sliver, barely living here the Ari. If Sentence connects, Kaisa is dealing loads of damage and just blows up the Smolder. And Briar ult is going wide. Karma now connecting the root. Malphite on the prowl, looking for that ult engage. Descendants connects Flate under the tower, and Kaisa now in a lot of trouble. It saves her for a little bit, but enough to get the kill back on Karma, but eventually goes down.
Thresh hook. Wow,
Thresh.
good thresh hook.
Another death sentence under the tower. This one goes wide. I'm not sure if you want to take that trade Rabbit Panda against Owl here, against the Malphite. You don't win those.
It's a full tank Malphite, but still, yeah, more than enough damage to win the fight.
Yeah. Just under tower. Even though death sentence connects, tower doesn't save you from this full tank Malphite. In the meantime, Syndra has taken it upon herself to push out the wave on top lane against the Camille. We saw Camille tried an engage here. Didn't work out as she intended.
Still looking to chase. They have wards. Camille's ulti too. It's possible.
Nice ward placement from CBS here. They have a lot more vision. The map just is a lot less dark here from the CBS side. Mom is being called. Is going to be able to kill Rabbit Panda here. And they're not... Placeholder doesn't look like they'll be over chasing this. They just want the dragon.
Good play by placeholder, good punish on the support.
Why overstepping here? Q is not far, does not go far enough, and Briar's ultimate chasing her down. But Vi does get out with the Vault Breaker. Lipsy on the run. They do have them a little bit in circle. It is a 3v4 here though. And placeholders all connected. And the hookshot does not hook her to hook the Camille to safety. And she does go down in the end. Malphite now chasing. Not having the damage. Charm lets him live a little bit longer. Malphite bolt goes wide and they get the return kill here to the Kaisa. Kaisa slowly but surely getting quite a bit of money. But back-to-back fights here for the dragon. And back-to-back deaths. Everybody wants a piece. Placeholder playing it a bit safer now. Why don't commit to the dive and you fall here. Placeholder getting out with the win on the dragon and a bunch of kills to boot. It was 7-7 not too long ago. Now we're looking at 14-12 and Placeholder being ahead with almost a bit over 1,000 gold here.
Yeah, definitely good plays by placeholder. They got the dragon as well. The fairly long, lengthened fight. A couple of picks, but mainly an advantage for PhD. And they get a bot tower in the end as well. That's a lot of gold in their pockets. Slowly building a lead. It's only 1k like you said, but you have to start somewhere, and it's looking pretty equal. But also, there's definitely good plays from PhD.
Yeah, considering that placeholder was actually behind in gold by almost 1,000 before that fight, now they caught up, are actually a bit ahead. Still, that gold gap is slowly closing again. And yeah, it is as we said in the draft phase, like placeholder have just the better, easier to execute team comp, a lot more team fight heavy, and as we just saw here, they are just winning out in the team fights. In any extended fight, they should just be winning out. But when it comes to picks like these, yeah, CBS just win in terms of picks. Mom is being called, but not enough to execute them by. Lipscat might be looking for more here. Dares us out to safety. Death sentence goes wide, and I think both teams will just back off. Meanwhile, Malphite is just hanging in the tower. Ultimate connects. The magic shield is coming, but this looks like a solo bolo for Malphite here. Bye. Coming for the rescue. Bolt Breaker does not manage to get there in time, and Seismic Shard is just going to execute. And Bye eventually gets to kill the Malphite. Meanwhile, Kai'Sa gets a double kill on Smolder and Karma. Syndra roams up to the top side and finishes off the Bye.
Syndra presses the outplay button, ultis the Vi is gone.
Yeah. A lot happening on the map now.
CBS getting the Herald is, I mean, it's definitely nice. I'm interested where they go, which tower they take. Currently they have none. Well, yeah, well PhD have 2 towers, both top and bottom are already done for them. It should give CBS some gold back. It's currently
not
only
just about
300
gold
gold.
back. Like both tier 1s on top and bot side are missing for CBS, so it will be nice for them to use the Herald to get some of that lane control back by being able to reduce some of the towers from placeholder. Just open the map more again for them. Make a few more, not gonna say safe, but less dangerous spots for the map on them. Ooh. It is an AP Kai'Sa from the looks of it. She does have Luden's gun.
Luden's companion,
so the Void Seekers are going to hurt.
Gonna be high poke as well as they still
full combo from Ahri just doing nothing against the Malphite.
Barely any magic resist, but just tickles, yeah.
Barely cracking the shield. Even the true damage, Malphite just slaps him under the tower.
Malphite is almost a full item ahead. Ahri has ult.
Yeah, unstoppable coming out. Manages to go just kill Ahri under tower. Lipsy not being quick enough on the trigger with the Spirit Rush and pays the price for it. Oof, those hurt. Those Void Seekers are seeking.
Definitely hurting as well. Not sure if a second has been hit, like 2 in a row, but only the first one already. Hits for quite a big chunk of your HP bar. Yeah.
Oh, that one goes just wide. Would have probably been a kill if those connected there. Rift Tower getting a charge off on mid lane, but I don't think they'll be able to get the entire tower here. They just back off. Looks like a fight is about to explode around Dragon here. Death Sentence goes wide. Void Seeker hit connects, and it does nothing to the Malphite. He just presses Seismic Shard, starts running them down. But Kai'Sa, the max health damage, is doing work. Shutdown for the Kai'Sa. Ahri gets to shut down the Karma. And the Syndra. And the Kai'Sa kills the Smolder. Briar gets a return kill on... A lot of unpack there. Briar getting a return kill on Camille, but that is a 5-for-1 and an ace for CBS.
Yeah, ace for CBS. Initially it looked okay how the fight started, but CBS just mopped the floor with the entire PhD team, and they only lose one. They only lose the Camille.
Yeah, definitely, definitely win here for the CBS. And the gold shifts in favor for CBS. Comes in 18 to 21 now.
Teleport
Looking
from
good.
Malphite, okay.
Isa's going to be able to get away here. Sesame Shark comes out, blows the Vi. Death Sentence connects. And Malphite might just be in trouble here, but
Not sure why he TP'd though.
are not overcommitting.
Hmm. Oh well, everybody gets out. Yeah, it's the TP used for Malphite, but not a real. Nothing really ends up happening.
Yeah, probably just looking to threaten and shove out the bot way.
Yeah.
Ooh, Vi going very aggressive here. I mean, Camille going very aggressive with the hook shot.
Leader 2.
Mom is being called, but the kill does go to the unleashed power from the Syndra. And CBS lose their last tier 1 tower, and Malphite is just split pushing, threatening the tier 2. Will they be able to hold it off? Void Seeker connects.
Sure.
Ooh, Bolt Breaker misses, goes just wide, but I think they still might be able to connect it. Ooh. Chase coming out from the Kaisa, barely doing any damage, but eventually gets the kill. Malphite goes down. That's a huge win for the CBS here. Being able to get rid of the Malphite here just starts winning them the team fights. I feel like placeholder aren't going to be able to win the team fights unless they have the Malphite here with his powerful ult.
Yeah, agreed. But both the ulti and the front line is definitely necessary for them.
Smolder still stacking. Can't see how many stacks he has. Oh, looks like he's getting a
It's good fair.
Charm going wide. Brian trying to go in. Managed to get the kill on Thresh. Smolder managed to get the kill on Thresh, but Briar not being able to cancel once she goes in time
Mic
and
on.
makes a sacrifice.
168
Mic
stacks,
off.
okay. It's good stuff. Although
Mom being called out again. Just to clear the wave. Do a little bit of poke damage.
answer the pressure and the karma kill as well. They're currently stacking mid. There's I expect a team fight or at least an objective fight to happen soon, but it's
Ooh, these Void Seekers.
low. Ooh,
Ooh, the
okay.
minion as a Chad. Blocking it. Now Malphite on the prowl, trying to look for a kill on the Kai'Sa here. But Thresh is coming to the rescue. Death Sentence goes wide. Then Malphite hurts one. Volt Breaker connects. Kai'Sa missing the Void Seeker. But they're just locking down the Malphite. He's not able to move almost. He's gonna try to use his Unstoppable too. Yeah, go with the wall. Try and go for escape. But also right into Camille's waiting arms. Death Sentence connects one more time. Camille. Finish it off.
Very close to getting away after using the ult into the Baron pit. It's an escape, but
yeah,
not this time.
It would have gotten away if Camille wasn't waiting there on the other side for him already.
Yeah, definitely expect that too. Still, CBS are currently on the Baron. PhD have little knowledge, although they should know based on where Thresh is at least, and they have vision on Thresh. They're not contesting, just waiting it out, giving away. You don't really want to start a bad fight for yourself when the enemy team is already taking the objective.
Yeah. Now looks like they're trying to set up. Placeholder are looking to set up for the dragon here in return. Let's see. I'm sure that CBS are going to try to connect that. Camille trying to go into split pushing to the top side against the Malphite. Wolfrider goes wide, but Vi keeps on the chase. Karma roots up, and Malignant's been completed for a while now for Karma here, but just notice it. Malphite is not taking any damage.
Just the second Q from Camille is probably gonna deal damage. Besides that, no.
Yeah. Healing reduction from the chainmail. Just a little bit of poke. Ooh, Vortigo connects, deals heaps of damage. Smolder's ult coming out, Mom being called, and Bai and Kaisa clearing out the board, taking out the enemy bot lane. And that should be a secure dragon. That's 2 dragons for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Or for the price of none.
Oh, yeah.
Camille actually gets the solo kill onto Malphite. Unsurprising at this stage of the game.
Camille scaling, yeah, eventually gets the better of Malphite with the true damage.
Actual.
CBS is still looking to, or at least continue their lead. That's trouble for the Syndra. You can't really contest it. They can easily dive you.
Bit of an overstay here from Syndra. Should have given the tower, and in return she just gets blown up by the Kaisa. Now having connected, what is that item? Crypt Bloom. It's a lot of AP. This deals tons of damage. 3 minutes to get her out to safety. Briar actually helping out the Vi. That was close.
Oh.
Void Seeker almost found itself another kill.
Very greedy dive, or looked like a greedy dive from the Kaisa earlier with the ult, but managed to get out.
Bits of poke.
Yeah. CBS slowly taking away all objectives, just all towers, everything
chipping
they can
away
get from PhD.
Yeah. Take their house, the car, their wife, their kids. They're in hibs.
Yeah,
at this point, 10,000 gold and 9 kills in the lead. And looking for the Dragon Soul. That's going to be up in a... doesn't really say.
Should be up shortly, a couple minutes, I expect.
In like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. Definitely rough at this point for PhD. It's slowly built up. Now it's, they're behind 10k gold. They should definitely feel behind at least.
Burn buff is finally worn off, but those Void Seekers, you do not want to get hit by those.
Definitely still difficult.
Camille trying to look for a pit. Not really connecting. Smolder still hasn't reached his 225 stacks.
No, not yet.
And that's all 3 nibs down. That is going to be tough to come back for placeholder. Now they're just slowly being choked out here by the poke that Kaisa's laying down. We're fishing for the hooks.
Smolder should be close though, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough if he gets it and they end up fighting in the PhD base.
Ooh, Charm connects, doing loads of damage, but no kill granted here. Void Seeker taking half of someone.
FHP first Void Seeker, the second one deals even more because of Kaisa passive max HP.
Even against Malphite, it's doing quite a bit. So you definitely want to get a Void being hit by those. Oh, it's a flash forward by the Briar. Mom is being called out. Does connect to the Auric. Chase is ongoing, and Lipsy Cat is finding himself in an early grave as he's being chased down. Smolder finally has his passive going. Death Sentence keeps him just alive for a little bit longer, but eventually goes down. Smolder picking up another kill, but Kaisa responds and just deals more damage.
Yeah, Kaisa's ahead or more than ahead compared to Smolder.
And that's a nice first game closed out here by CBS. In score 22-34 and over 10k ahead. Just slapped them with the wallet eventually and managed to close out the game. Wasn't the smoothest, but they're looking strong in this game 1 here.
Yeah, agreed. Early game was quite rough. Also, I mean, early game, I think PhD definitely got the better cards. They started ahead. CBS had a somewhat of a difficult time early. Mid game, they basically made it equal. And a lot of 50-50 fights happened. One time, PhD get the ace. The next time, CBS get the ace. So very back and forth. Eventually, though. CBS have the better comp, or it looks like they end up just getting ahead. They get the picks, what they built their team comp around, and yeah, end up taking the game, the first one.
Yeah, and I think it was very much CBS's bot lane, just being very strong on the Kai'Sa, doing loads of works. And even though she didn't have a lot of kills in the early game, neither did Smolder for that matter, but Kai'Sa didn't get a lot of kills in the early game, and but still ended up with heaps of money, just between 20 and 30 CS ahead most of the time,
Yeah,
being
just
very strong.
yeah, generally just the item advantage as well as being full AP. PhD only had the Malphite as a tank. Briar was quite a had quite a glass cannon build, so she couldn't really tank the Void Seekers as well. It's tough. It's a dodge fest, or you're basically playing dodgeball with the Kai'Sa Ws, trying to
Yeah.
dodge and stay alive to be able to contest any objective.
Yeah. Now we will be going in for a short break here in between the games, and then we should be back very shortly, getting ready, getting refreshments, and we'll see you guys again after the break.
Mic
Alright,
off.
welcome back everybody. We're currently waiting for CBS and PhD to start drafting for their second game. Game one previously or just happened, as we saw CBS taking the wing initially. The game was 34 minutes long and quite a back and forth for both teams. I'm interested how they do this time and what they draft as well.
Yeah, and we are into draft here now for the second game. Now, first ban looks like it's going to be Vagar here.
I go hover for PhD on blue side.
Yeah. Oh, we also have the same sides again. So PhD will keep going to be on blue side, and CBS will stay on red side for this our next match here.
Yeah, good stuff. The Vigar is very likely aimed towards mid lane, CBS mid lane. I
Yeah.
recall playing it. CBS banned Nico, so Nico from red side. Kog'Maw quickly banned on blue side. And Seraphine out. Okay, we're picking up the pace here. Seraphine out as well. Nico Seraphine. Similar bans from CBS this time around. PhD are slightly changing it up.
Yeah. I would like to ask you here, what would you like to see banned here that you think from PhD that what they should ban in order to be able to secure them a win here in the second game?
Ooh, from the things that CBS played, I'd say the Kai'Sa is worth banning. The other champions weren't really that like extremely impactful. They could be traded out.
Mm.
They're not,
PhD?
yeah, not doing anything about the Kai'Sa though. PhD picks Smolder again,
Yeah.
first pick blue side, answered by the Kai'Sa from CBS. So far, basically the same drafts. Okay. I guess they're confident in how it went last
Yeah,
game.
they're confident
They're
in the
running it
smolder
back.
this game again. I wonder if we're gonna see the threat again from CBS here. Vi again. Looks like we'll be seeing Vi again here.
Yeah, Vi as an answer to the Smolder is, I mean,
I think it's
it's
good.
reliable. Yeah, it's reliable. The unstoppable. Catching the Smolder off, it gives you a good chance to actually burn him down when you get to him. Brom pick for PhD combined with the Smolder.
Oh,
Okay.
I love Blom.
Yeah, good
Giga Chad.
change. It's definitely, or it feels like a lot more protection for Smolder instead of just the Karma shielding, with
Mm.
mainly also Karma poke, which is lane presence, not really all the defense. Garen hover
Here we
and
see the
Garen pick.
Garen.
Okay.
Now we see why they banned it, CBS banned in the last game. Let's see if how CBS is going to be able to deal with the Garen. Camille very clearly had quite a bit of trouble into the Malphite last game, at least during the earlier stages during the game. Only really being able to deal with the Malphite in the very late game.
Yeah,
So we'll
once he
see.
got items, only then it really happened. Gragas pick for CBS, I think that's, I mean, it's supposed to be a flex, although it could only be mid or top Gragas, I believe. Small chance for support Gragas. I'm honestly not sure if they would, but
Mm,
there's a chance. Gragas as a champion could do it. Syndra ban from CBS, basically taking it away from last game. Rakan ban again from PhD. They don't like the combination Kai'Sa Rakan.
mm. But I do believe we will be seeing Grangas into the Garen here on the top side. Now, I do like the Syndra ban. Syndra seemed to be giving them quite a bit of trouble last game, so they decided to ban it away this time around.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely just worth banning, taking away the option. Syndra performed well. Jarvan ban from CBS. Thresh ban from PhD, so no Kai'Sa Thresh this time. There's gonna be a different support. I'm interested what they go for, if it's gonna be aimed towards pick again, or if they actually
Yeah,
try to
I
get
was about to
something
ask
different.
if you think we're going to be seeing an Patreon Chandra support. Uh,
I
looks like this time they are opting for more of an Enchanter support, covering the
Yeah,
Soraka and locking it.
they have good engage already with the Vi. Something to back the Kai'Sa up is definitely gonna be shaped like a Soraka. Soraka healing is could do a lot this game, at least keeping them alive.
Yeah.
PhD haven't decided yet, but they're gonna have to pick their picks. Vex for mid lane, Vex possibly blind, likely not into the Gragas like you mentioned. Gragas Garen is a lane I'm also expecting. It's favorable enough for the Gragas being able to just stall it out and farm up. PhD are supposedly discussing their jungler. It's hovering. Briar, no. It's gotta be Bel'Theth. Bel'Theth, they weren't sure, I think, or it slightly looked like it, but still. Bel'Theth,
Well,
it is. Extra AD. Good early
Talia
game.
support.
Ooh. Or is it?
That would be
No,
interesting.
that's. I expect it to be mid
Oh
lane,
yeah,
or at
mid
least
lane of
they have the
course.
Soraka,
Not
right?
support.
Yeah.
Soraka top lane naturally, and Gragas mid lane. Yeah, probably gonna be the Vel'Koz mid lane here.
Okay.
I am a fan of the
Spicy.
Bel'Veth. I do like seeing Bel'Veth
I'm not
because I
sure
think it's a cool
personally.
champion.
Oh, yeah, okay, true. Thematically and just the looks of it, Belvest is, yeah, definitely cool. It's quite early game focused though, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. Kind of surprised by the Vel'Koz, although it could have been anything, yeah, quite a new champion, or at least new to TSC. I don't think it's been picked before, that there's a chance, but not that I recall.
Mm,
Still good stuff.
yeah,
Different comps from both sides.
except for the AD carry role.
Exactly. AD carries are the same. Everybody else has, or AD carry and Fi. Everybody else has been changed up, changed around. Quite a different look. Less dive from CBS this time with the Soraka Vel'Koz. More of a backline focus.
Yeah, and we are just waiting to get into the game here, waiting for the players to get ready and get into the game. Mm.
Interesting drafts overall, I'd say. Do
Yep,
you
but
have a
but okay.
preference this time around?
Before I answer that, I'm going to say personally I like this draft. There's a lot of
Okay.
variation, lots of different things you can do here, lots of different play styles. I don't see this particular either team fight nor pick strong comp in either direction here. Of course, I think CBS again is a bit more pick focused heavy,
Yeah.
being with the Gragas being able to scatter people in the team fight, and Vel'Koz, Vi, and Kai'Sa having a lot of single target damage focus. And again, the opposite on PhD. Brom's ult being AoE, more AoE and teamfight focused, Darren E being AoE and more teamfight focused, Belveth, a bit of a mixed bag, but Vex also being more AoE and teamfight focused. So again, we do have a similar setup overall, PhD being more teamfight focused and CBS being more pick focus oriented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Both teams kind of look a bit more well-rounded, although team fight-wise, I would, uh, based on smaller stacks before 225, I would favor CBS's draft in team fights, I think.
So do I, even though PhD's draft is a lot more team fight focused. I do
Yeah.
prefer CBS's even in team fight simply because they have the scatter from the Gragas ult. They have the silence and healing from Soraka and a lot of pick damage and a lot of good damage from CBS. They have a good mixed bag between CC and utility and damage. And as long as Brom and Garen cannot get in there to give off a good engage, I don't see PhD being able to win a fight. So in this case, I think CBS just have the easier to execute strategy. They can just they don't need to engage. They can with again with the Kai'Sa and Vel'Koz, they can just stay in the back, poke them down, whittle them down until they feel like they have the perfect moment to do the engaging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense. Besides that, I mean, Vex is possibly good diving in with the ulti. Looking at
yeah,
the other
but then she might just
champions,
get blown up.
exactly. She's likely gonna be the only one diving in, unless somebody else has already engaged, making her ult the secondary engage. In that case,
Hmm.
it should be safer, but still,
Well, then,
I'm not sure if I'm interested to see if CBS is going to be able to kite the Garen
yeah,
Bel'Veth and
it is. I think it is very much about spacing. If CPS can hold the spacing well and just keep pushing them out with their ranged attacks from Vel'Koz and from Kai'Sa and Gragas Q, and they can just keep keep them at a distance, I think it'll be very much CPS favored. Because PhD they kind of need to get in there and get going. Even with Smolder being there, you want Brom and Garen, they need to be in the fight. Of course, Vex can join in as well, but they have so much they need to get in there with the Bel'Veth as well. Obviously, they do have the tools. Garen can charge in, Brom has the ultimate and his
hmm
Q. Very good engages for all the champions that need to engage on PhD sides, but they need to be able to get in there as well. And CBS, they just have the anti-engage tools from the Vel'Koz W, being able to knock up the Soraka silence, Gragas having the ult and being
yeah,
able to knock back, and Kaiser just being able to space quite well.
yeah, agreed. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Kai'Sa's going to be building this game. Last game was kind of the or poke focused, heavy AP build. If she goes the same build again, or if Kai'Sa builds the same build again, it's going to be heavy magic damage on CBS's side. So we're possibly
Yeah,
seeing the on-hit build if CBS actually wants to switch it
yeah.
up.
We see Kaiser this time is opting for a Cull first item, so we are already seeing a little bit of a different in Kaiser's build as we are getting into our second game here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, indeed. Cole start same runes, or at least same keystone in the Dale of Blades.
30
I'm
seconds until minions
seeing
spawn.
both teams are kind of five pointing. Very, very standard start. No real offense.
Mm.
Tribus ward
And
from Garen.
by again going on the red side. Belveth might be looking for an early invade here, trying to steal away Bai's Raptors, but they've already placed the ward there, keeping the Raptors safe from the potentially engage or
Minions
potential
have spawned.
late invade Belveth likes to do here. She's gonna get spotted out, and she doesn't know it. She doesn't know it.
Definitely wants to try for at least the invade though. Belfast
Just puts down
having,
the ward and leaves
yeah.
it.
Level 1 Bel'Veth being 4 Qs, or basically 4 spells, is definitely better than most level 1 champions. So if she ends up forcing a
Mm,
fight or invading, that's good for Bel'Veth. There's actually a good chance to
yeah,
push
I
out
think
laning
this
jungle.
Belveth is gonna die here. She is on the Raptors,
Ooh,
and she did get spotted out straight up. Uh, yeah,
yeah, that is
and
not the
she
play.
doesn't get the big Raptor. Vice might with Raptor, I think. No, Belveth smart with the big Raptor, but other than that, not really much to Belveth's name. 2 CS and a death to boot. Straight back to the grave.
That's gotta hurt though. Good punish from CBS answering the invade and the Raptor steal basically, but yeah, no backup from PhD's side. It's the Bel'Veth all alone and ends up being Bel'Veth dead.
Uh, Very clean word placement here. Being able to read PhDs trying to go for the early invade, not giving away the position, playing around the fig of war, and just being able to then on call like now we go, now we go kill Belveth. Very good communication here from CBS.
Yeah, good stuff. Besides that, I mean, it slowed down everybody, or at least the junglers are both opting to full clear. logically, Vi is ahead because the Belvet died. So interesting to see if she actually forces a gank. Good all in, although Braum is low. Soraka healing is already paying off, I see. Keeping the Kai'Sa nice and healthy.
Yeah.
Heal use though from Kai'Sa and exhaust as well, but that's on Braum's side. Kind of a trade in summoners.
Vi already, well, even though the Raptors go solid, Vi already finished her full clear, has hit the level 4, now being able to pick up the skull, and if she's very daring, she might go and opt for an invade here. The Vi. We'll see what she chooses to do. She
Yeah,
wants to go
full
for the
red
gank.
side is up.
Yeah, Belveth has not cleared anything out on the red side, so Vi might be going for the invade here. Doesn't have a
Fine.
ward, but might be able to clear out the Raptors fast enough before Belveth shows up.
Still trying on it. The Belv is now answering. Smite up? Yep. Smited by Belzev. That's good. Vi is still level ahead though, but yeah. Favored for Vi.
Yeah.
Mid gank possibly. Vi is there.
Belveth being in a lot of a gold deficit, and even worse, stack deficit.
Yeah, true. No, I guess it slowed down. There seems to be some fighting in bot lane, but not really much going on. Braum is really low. The Smolder is nice and high HP. Mid lane is some poking, although no mana for the Vex, so I expect to be basing soon. Top lane with a good crash.
Top lane and playing quite a bit of pressure. Waves bouncing back and forth between the top laners here. Just slapping each other, stacking grasp stacks. Average top lane shenanigans.
Yeah, slapstick fighting for top lane, although they might get decent damage at least when they end up having items.
Yeah.
So far it's a slow early game. Yeah.
Oop. Now,
I
Mai
started
already on the
40
grubs.
Yeah, good start. Ooh. It should be a good gank. First Void Grub dead, so it ends up it's gonna become a trade. Void Grubs for the bot lane gank. Maybe PhD is gonna look towards the dragon if they're healthy enough.
Yeah, I don't think they're healthy enough. They're gonna need to go opt for the recall here. Meanwhile, Vi is going to be able to pick up all 3 of the grubs and probably then look into counteracting. Looks like a topside gank here.
The moment he stood
yeah.
under tower, he only got the announcement for Void Grubs, so definitely knows he's in trouble.
What is that
Good
Vi
flag.
doing? What was that?
Oh, I'm not
Absolutely
entirely
whiffed the
sure.
Q. Held it in for too long and just let Garen get
yeah.
away. Garen ghosted. Ooh.
There's an ulti on Gragas. Why are you... Okay.
God, what was that fiesta?
Yeah.
Garen came back and face checked, and Vi just took the fight. Gragas didn't show up. He was more concerned about the wave. Garen had ult up, just smites Mai with the ult. And that's the kill.
Good ulti on mid, although Vex is in trouble. Ooh, good flash. Would have been dead otherwise.
I don't think that would have connected. I don't think the flash was needed.
Then still, yeah, I guess the Vex wasn't sure. The Vex didn't want to die, so flash burn it is. Belfef is currently on Dragon. Bot lane is pushed up for PhD side, so good priority there. And Velkas is answering on the Dragon though. Okay, never mind. Dragon is down. They seem to be safe.
Yeah. Now usually when you are when you go for the void grubs, you usually want to get into bot lane as the as an enemy. I was about to say, and yeah, the bot lane gank should have resulted in a dragon immediately, but Dragon was allowed to live for a full 7 minutes almost.
Yeah, they got it in the end. They had the priority, or at least they had the pressure. Smolder currently on 36 stacks, so got his first upgrade on 25. Honestly don't know what the pacing should be, but
Yeah,
seems
Gragas
fine
winning
for
out
early.
on the top fights. Now we didn't get to see that on camera, but Gragas just killed Garen.
Gragas with the flash body slam. Garen is out. Garen is back to base. Gragas gets a freely push and slowly building up an advantage. Currently on a 300 gold bounty as well, so definitely ahead there. Although the CS is the same, the farming is the same from both top laners. It's an advantage for the Gragas.
Yeah. Probably quite a bit of gold ahead, the Gragas here. Overall, we're looking at a just over 2,000 gold lead for CBS here. And that Gragas is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and so is that Vel'Koz.
Tough loss for for the Vex getting ulted by Vel'Koz and eating the entire laser, it seems.
Just getting disintegrated here.
Good stuff. Good solo kill. Currently, Void Grubs is 30 seconds away. Vi is looking bot side though, possibly attempting a dive or at least engaging if PhD ends up overstepping. It almost looks like it. Ooh, will they take the bait?
Quick flash from the Smolder. And 2 flashes for the Vi ultimate.
Yeah,
And the
2 flashes, Smolder heal.
And naturally, what can you say? Vel'Koz should be Vex's natural counter. After all, Vex is all about being shy, and Vel'Koz is just one giant eye staring at her.
Yeah, Vex rotating bot, although top lane and Void Grubs they're fighting still. Bel'Veth's quite low, but not in danger. Unless they tend to hard engage. PhD don't want this fight, I believe. They're both very low. Oof. Yeah, Bel'Veth in trouble, and Bel'Veth no more. Good stuff, good punish at least. Gragas and the Vel'Koz rotating, answering the Void Grub take, and basically punishing them by taking their lives for the full small Void Grub. Payment.
Got a Void Grub, 3 for 3 trade. Bel'Veth might be in trouble here. Flashes out, and the king just sends him back to Fountain.
Looks like quite a wallet diff on the top lane currently. Garen should get some more items if he bases, but the completed Rod of Ages on the Gragas, the added HP.
No auto.
That's tough.
Kai'Sa not autoing. Crazy. Just allowing the Smolder to live there. Darren absolutely getting countered by those Gragas here.
Garen needs the base, looks like it. We seem to be fine. A bit of a slowdown on the game again. Dragon ends up spawning soon. Garen is still in quite some trouble. Bel'Veth to the gank, although it's mainly relieving Garen of the pressure I expect.
Bel'Veth showed a little bit. See what they can do, but quick flash out. Let's Garen live for now. But I think Bel'Veth loses that.
Yeah, why are they staying around? Gragas is the most
Vex is
difficult
coming now as
guy
well.
to kill. Garen ults. Okay.
And he gets the return kill.
Good.
So many resources expended onto the top lane there just to kill the Gragas. In the meantime, CBS do get the dragon.
Good thing it's bounty kill on the Gragas, 400 gold I think, but yeah, not entirely sure if that's actually worth it staying on topside for.
Exhausted mom coming down.
Mother ult, Fi, yeah, Fi looks like she's out. Not enough
She
CC
lives
on the
another day.
ASD side.
But sacrifices her own top side for that attempted invade.
Yeah, indeed. Alpha basing, there's 30 seconds on the Rift Herald, which likely is going to be quite big for the Belvev to get the ulti or the change in pace.
Guys haven't finished her call now a while ago, but still in lane.
Probably trying to get more plates, although it's, yeah, plates are basically dropping. Bot tower is very far from getting killed. Probably just trying to get their pressure in, or at least continue growing their farm lead. Good stuff from both sides. Farm is, yeah, okay, somewhat similar, although top lane for the Gragas this time is behind in CS. I think last game the same player was ahead ever so slightly. Kai'Sa versus Smolder. Kai'Sa is ahead in CS by quite a bit, close to 40 CS, which is good amount of gold. Also explains the bounty. Yeah.
For now, both teams have left the top side of the jungle completely dark, so naturally CBS is going to try and look for that herald here.
Steal away the herald, good stuff. Belvev is nowhere near around, so I don't expect a contest, or at least a steal even. Free taking for CBS. Possibly a free tower as well soon if they use the herald to crush anywhere.
Those Gragas mechanics.
Garen's still in big trouble. 3-man dive on top lane.
Yeah.
You're not getting out there. There's no shot.
Yeah, Gragas just sent him back to Fountain for another drink from there. And looks like they'll be recalling.
TP bot
Hey,
lane.
TP to
Also
bot.
attempt.
Peg is going wide, but Killer Instinct coming down, and Vex is just dead. Little dance around the alcove, but eventually will fall.
Vex showing that she's in one of the alcove gamers, being in the alcove. Fun little interaction, although it mainly only stalled the Vex from dying. No real possibility of her getting out there. Kai'Sa currently trying for the bot lane tower. I don't expect much happening here, except for Kai'Sa being in trouble.
I also just noticed that Kai'Sa almost has 10 CS per minute. She is at 9 CS per minute.
Oh yeah, that's true. 150 at 16 and a half, or at least 16 minutes close to it.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Definitely has a lot of money just from farming alone.
Bot lane or bot lane tower is in trouble though. 2 people around there for PhD side, but it looks like a big dive attempt. Mom coming out. They're still diving though. They're still in big trouble. Smolder goes down. Braum survives for now.
Happening in top lane. I want to see.
Just slapstick fighting. It's Garen into
Vel'Koz.
Vel'Koz ulti. Oh, Vel'Koz flashed, it looks.
Garen still has flash up. We might be seeing a flash ult from Garen here. He has ult and flash. Oop.
Vex in trouble. Will she die though?
Yeah.
Yeah, Q kills her there.
Yeah, there's a flash ult from Garen.
Flash ult outplaying the Vel'Koz this time.
Oh, yeah. By just shreds.
Okay, good flash.
Yeah.
Good flash execute from the Kai'Sa flash Q. Dragon is almost spawning. No Belvev around, so yeah, it looks like CBS is taking the W, they're taking the dragon, and slightly
We're
growing their
looking-
lead.
It's 4-11. CBS is 2.8k ahead.
1AK,
Looking
they're
pretty
tower
strong.
down. There's quite a lot of standing gold that they can still get though. Good stuff so far. 2 bounties on CBS's side. Both Kaisa and the Gragas have a bounty still, or at least Gragas has it again, just like previously. Big attempt.
I think Velcos might just be dead here. And boop, just spinned on. Actually, yeah, Smolder took that kill.
Yeah, Smolder took the kill. Good stuff. Smolder definitely needs it to get ahead of the curve. Other people are. I
can hear
expect more
Lipsy
ahead than
complaining
him.
about Garen. He just spins on you.
Yeah,
Oh, Gragas.
Garen is quite a
going
simple
for the face.
champion.
Yeah, it's also attack speed Garen.
Oh yeah, it is. Attack speed Garen with the timest variation on the first item. Good wave clear. Kaisa W's already starting again. It's the same build, the poke build again from the Kaisa.
Yeah,
so
but with a call.
expect them, yeah, with the call. I mean, if you can get away with it, if you're gonna get the farm
How did that hit?
eventually.
Uh,
Smolder ult.
Mom and Rom's ult going wide.
Okay.
Killer Instincts in on top of the Garen. Does not care. Void Seeker's going wide, but Garen, a bit of trouble. Kaisa being in more trouble, but the Soraka ult saved.
Kaisa
Keeps it on for just a
down.
long bit longer.
Good stuff. More backup from CBS though. Smolder is in trouble. Yeah, Smolder is done.
Yeah. 4K ahead now. This game, this is like this is CBS's game to lose at this point. Basically done and dusted. Just see what you can get from the money here.
Yeah.
And at this point they can just slowly choke them out. Now Belmeth does stack indefinitely, and so does Smolder. So if the game goes on for a long while, they might just get outscaled. But into a Gragas like this fed, and into the Kaisa that strong, I'm having trouble seeing that happen.
I think it's gonna, if the stacking of both Belveth and Smolder ends up getting the advantage, at that point I think it's gonna be 30 minutes at least for Smolder to get his execute, and for Belveth, yeah, they're gonna need a lot more items, so a big amount of stalling for PhD side. If
Yeah.
they're up for it, sure, go ahead, but it's definitely going to be difficult for them to get back to equal again.
You say if they're up for it, it's kind of what they need to do. So if Placeholder wants to win this, they are going to have to drag out this game for much longer.
Good pick. Ooh, good attempt. Okay. Second chase. Velcos should be okay still.
Garen, okay.
Dive attempt from the Garen, but no success today.
Yeah. What looked like a good pick for Placeholder at first, just turn it to 2 kills for PhD.
Elvis trying, very close to death on the Velcos. Good
Just
stuff.
outplayed.
Yeah, good backup from Gragas and Vi, basically stalling or at least keeping them away from killing Velcos. Quite close, still. Only Smolder alive currently. CBS almost had the ace. 3 objectives for the taking. Mid tower possibly soon, unless Smolder wave clears. Bot tower is getting sieged by the minions. Yeah, 6k lead for CBS. It's rough.
Yeah.
Good stuff for both teams, but it's
And
rough.
yeah, Kill Instinct comes down. Another kill for Kai'Sa. He's slowly and surely getting fed. And the gold lead is just getting bigger and bigger between the teams here.
CB or PhD is not really getting back in. It seems they're farming to get their gold up at least.
Yeah.
But
They're
it's not
farming
enough.
to get their stacks as well, but there's only so much you can do into these amounts of CC, and just look at that. Kai'Sa just has crazy amounts of damage.
Ghost on the Garen. Enough to get out. Okay.
Yeah, he just sprints away, but decides to stay longer. He knows he doesn't win this into Gragas. He heals up, but decides to stay.
Just wants to see us in a wave clear, I guess. There's
Yeah, but his ghost has run out, so
true.
he doesn't get to
Might
run
end up
away
in
anymore.
trouble.
Does that flash?
Good dive. Almost. Flash away from Soraka. Flash
Yeah.
engage follow up. This is a death. Good
Smashed by the
stuff.
shield.
Smolder dead. Oh no.
Gragas winning the 1v2 on top lane.
Yeah, that's a gold diff. Gragas be just ahead enough to 1v2 there. Garen couldn't really fight due to his HP. Ooh, good engage, hard engage by Vi. Big team fight. Vex dies in the backline. And Braum dies as well. Good snipes from the Kai'Sa. That's Bel'Veth gone too. They can not really a tower dive except for the engage, but good stuff.
Yeah.
Good poke mainly.
It's a 4-4-1 by sacrificing a life to get 4 people down, and Garen cannot defend it. Does have the spin, but the moment he tries to stand up to farm the minions, he's just gonna be sniped and killed down by the Kai'Sa.
Just gets poked out.
Mom
Smolder uses
coming
the
in to
ult to
clear the way.
wave clear. This is a quick pathing from Kai'Sa, ignoring the tower. I guess that's fine. I mean, you're not getting punished, so sure,
And
go
she has
ahead.
to level up.
Yeah, good pass to CS, close to 60.
4 levels up on the
60
Braum.
CS head. Yeah. 2 on the ADC, 4 on the support. Soraka's also 1 level up on support, it looks. But it's levels ahead. Yeah, levels ahead all around for CBS for red side. Then on 1 on the Gragas. I didn't even notice in terms of scoreline, but
Looks like CBS
Right
are
ahead.
trying to set up for the Baron. I do see some pings here on the Baron.
big attempt on Garen. He is quite a fast boy though. Garen with the phase rush getting out. Flash in. That's almost, yeah, that's Smolder done. Good stuff, good engage. Well,
There's just no way.
Kai'Sa
Kai'Sa just has crazy amounts of damage, and I think now they're gonna turn around, look for the Baron.
No shot that you get away there too though. Flash body slam from Gragas. Flash E with the ulti combined. That's a lot of CC. Smolder really can't face it. It's just, you're squishy, you're an AD carry. So, certain death it is. CBS with the Baron attempt. Gragas being bot lane. Getting free push in. I don't see, no, Bel'Veth is walking up though,
But she's gonna walk over the control board, and the
Yeah.
Baron is gone. We just have too much damage on the CBS right now. Gragas and Kai'Sa, and kind of all of them except for Soraka. Soraka's able to keep her team alive, and they just do too much damage for placeholder to handle.
The
But
kill attempt on Gragas. Ulti from Garen, good stuff. Gragas down.
Bel'Veth still manages to get her own blue buff, at least.
Yeah.
And
Trying to
Gragas
keep it
being
equal.
got caught out in the 1v4 there. Bit too greedy.
Too far ahead, or at least too far pushed up.
Ooh.
Big hit, and yeah.
That is an immediate drop in the field there.
quite literally the killer instinct from Kaisa, ulting in to get or to secure the kill with the W. It's big damage from her. Big poke as well. Currently at 4 items, 3 of those being AP. Big W damage. Smolder
The
done.
snipes.
Oof. Yeah, the snipes Brom in the end. Another hit.
Smolder
Another
gets disintegrated
attempt.
by the laser and has it just snipes out the bomb in the back line. And yeah, I think this is game.
What do they get
What
to?
do you think here? The Dragon Soul is about to come up, but once again, I don't think it's gonna be taken this game. It's just game.
Unless they ace. Okay, yeah. They could end if PSD lives here. They can try to wave clear, but they don't really have the best wave clear with both Bel'Veth and Garen.
Yeah, they're not looking to the end here. Look, they're trying to defend their stats. Cowards.
Kinda cowardly. Oh well, it's yeah, 20 or close to 29-minute game, 10 to 30. CBS win once again ish. Gold difference is 12k in the end, so definitely
Yeah.
definitely add for CBS.
They looked a lot stronger here in this last game than the previous one, at least at the end. A lot of gold, just a lot of damage on the other side of CBS. Uh,
Yeah,
for now,
yeah, true.
I'm not sure if we might have a post game interview coming up here with CBS.
So gotta schedule who of CBS will want to attend the interview. Good stuff for both teams. Definitely a valiant effort from PhD. First game was more equal. The second game was a bit more of a
It was a bit one sided.
yeah, a bit more one-sided, a bit more of a clear win from CBS. Then still, yeah, good stuff from both teams. I like the attempts, but yeah, CBS ends up being the better team and getting the taking the win and the win in the series.
Yeah. It's a two for nothing, and well, CBS clearly looked stronger on the day as well. As you pointed it out, placeholders they sure did look like they put up a fight in the first game, but the second game was a bit quite one sided. It was a
Yeah, true.
domination from start to finish, and we will have Lipsy here for a
Hello.
little post game interview from CBS.
What's up?
Welcome, Lipsy. How do you feel about today's games?
Meh. Like game two, I literally said, "Can I not play Ari?" and that was it.
Is Ari
Like,
in the meta? You don't want to play her?
no, it's kind of boring to go into draft and be like, "All right, we're picking. Oh, they picked Smolder again. All right, we're picking Kaisa again, and then Ari again, and then Vi again."
All right, I can see that one. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to ask you about the malignance. First item malignance
the Vel'Koz
on the
again.
Vel'Koz
Oh
in the
yeah.
second game. Is that
Ult. I don't know.
yeah, I understand that is because
Ludens.
well, but do you think it is like the better item compared to like other items like Luden's companion?
I mean, I feel like Malignance is overall just better than Ludens right now. So yeah.
Mm. Fair enough. I can, yeah, personally, or at least from what I've seen, I'd agree to it. Ludens is minor poke, like a minor addition of damage with the Ludens stacks. Malignance adds a lot more. I mean, if you get your ulti off on multiple people, that's gonna be multiple Malignance procs and like instantly more value from the item.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I was kind of thinking like, okay, if I ult two people who get CC'd or something, lots of damage plus like a little bit of shred. But that didn't really happen that game.
no.
Yeah, I mean,
Most of it was ulting one person from what I saw. There was just another point that I saw at some point in the game where you were under your tier 1 tower still, when your mid lane tier 1 tower was up still, and Gavin comes up and dives you under tower, just Q and E spins on you, and you just die. Was
the
that
tower was the tower was gone at that point. He just blast coned in. I don't remember what was it. Hex map? No, like a chem map?
Chem map.
Probably not.
Chem map, yeah.
Was
No, it was
yeah,
chem map.
yeah. Okay, so he just came zooming in right after he solo killed me earlier with the Q into what's the item?
Stride breaker.
Stride. Yeah, just Q into stride breaker. I didn't play it well, obviously, but yeah, just flash ult, and then after that he just jumps in.
Moment.
I thought, hey, I'll ult again, but yeah, it's one of those tilt ults where like I know he'll just Q me instantly. It's might as well try to get a single second out before he gets cancelled, because if he Qs me, I'm dead anyway. What was also kind of tilting was, for some reason, my ping is really high this game. like compared to normal, right?
I'm hearing excuses, even though you ended
Bro,
up winning.
bro,
or at
it's
least
not an
team-wise.
excuse. We won. What the fuck?
Oh, true.
One more
You
thing.
did end up winning, so
Yeah.
it's fine. It's inconvenient for you if it actually happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like normally I play 30-ish ping, and then it it spikes sometimes. But this game was literally like 80 ping or something. it was a little tilting, but I mean, we won the team fights. Like, even if I'd say overall our laning wasn't great, and enemy team had some good jungling, like good ganks here and there, some good roams. We just win the team fights. And I think Stealth kind of was out on a quest today to prove that Smolder's not as strong as people make him out to be.
Well,
Yeah,
I was about to ask you about that, like Smolder versus Kai'Sa. Like, what are your feelings about that? I mean, obviously Kai'Sa won in the fights, but do you think that was because of a lack of skill by the Smolder?
I mean, I think you might be able to argue that the thing is, in pro play, every player is still a professional player, high level, so they are way more adept at, like, stalling out the game for super long until Smolder can really pick it up. And also his pentakills are a bit overblown because of the execute that he gets for free. But
yeah.
yeah, Smolder just feels like one of those champions you play against where it's like you have this stress of a timer, kind of like with Acel or something. Like, you kind of feel like, shit, we have to do something. But yeah, in this case, Stealth literally said, I don't care about Smolder. And like I said, like, what if Kai'Sa gets banned? Because they're definitely gonna ban Kai'Sa, which, I mean,
The
they
second
didn't.
game, which they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah, that's fine, I'll just play something else. So Smolder's definitely abusable, at least. I mean, he's super abusable, but in pro play, for example, they won't let themselves get abused that badly.
Yeah, exactly.
I also saw that Smolder actually never reached 225 stacks in any of the games.
That's not true. First
He did
game
in the
he
first
did.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
that was
in the
at
very
the
last
end,
minute.
in the last minute of the game. I
Yeah,
don't count
yeah,
that.
yeah. Nah,
All three
okay,
nexuses,
sure.
all three inhibs were taken at that point.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like maybe like, I'm not trying to throw any shade or anything, but sometimes it feels like there are certain picks that just get picked because people think or know they're strong, and not really because they're like practiced on it. I don't think Idolatrine has played, for example, has played too much Smolder. So sometimes it's just like, do you go comfort or do you pick something that we know is strong right now?
I
But yeah, sometimes it's just better to play comfort than try to take something you don't play a lot, right?
Possibly, I'd say, or I also think, trying to trying to expect what PhD is thinking. They might also just want to take it away from your side, but yeah, possible attempt for a different series could be banning it away, like getting rid of it entirely if you don't want to play it and you don't want to give it away. That's your best bet. Just ban it, get it away, and focus on different champs.
Yeah, you're pretty limited in draft, obviously, but this new Kai'Sa build that LS popularized is really, really freaking strong.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
noticed.
Popularized, that he invented, or rather, is yeah, really strong. Like, I think at one point, I don't even think Stealth was super fed. Like, he got like 6-7 kills, and he W'd a Syndra for like 70% of her HP.
Yeah.
In the first game, it was nuts.
He also did in the second game. He also did that with I think it was actually Smolder later
Yeah.
as well. He had a W on the Smolder, and it was just like, okay, that's 70% of Smolder's health gone. Just
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, at one point, I think during the final siege, we tried to hit a W, which would have, obviously been insane damage. And then the minions happened to spawn in right at that moment, so they just appear in front of the W. But we found the pick right after, so we were able to win there.
Yeah. Sounds like a good, or at least attempt for the execute with 2 Ws. The seeing stealth play, the Kaisa definitely used the killer instinct, Kaisa R, to execute people, and basically W first, then dash in, instant W to use the second one, and usually just
Yeah.
blow up people because of the damage difference as well as the items. Yeah.
Yeah, that was during the second game, especially. It was like 20-ish minutes in, where I think yeah, stuff just W's. I think smaller, and it just just see him shoot into like 3 people almost instantly kill Smolder. So yeah, definitely. Honestly, I wouldn't say it was a good series for me, but definitely. I mean, we won the team fights, I'd say. So like
Yeah.
during the first game, I was actually thinking like, oh, what are we doing? Because we had the like 2 minute long dance around like bot to Drake,
Yeah.
where like we try to
Mm-hmm.
fight, but there's more of them and we die, and then we come back, and then someone else runs in and dies. But after that, I think we won a team fight like 5-1 or something, and we were able to and take the lead
Yeah,
and
take the
win from
lead.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. No, the game one was or it felt quite a lot more equal into at least mid game, I would say. Also looking at the gold graph, or at least team gold on both sides, it was close to 1K or a couple hundred, like 300 gold between you at 20, I think 24 minutes. So
yeah,
yeah, just quite an equal game, the first one. CBS or you guys end up slowly advancing, getting more gold, eventually take the win. Game two, more solid, more just a clearer winner, basically. So clear advantage, yeah. Slowly,
yeah,
slowly building up and taking the Nexus. Good stuff.
yeah. Uh, 2 weeks left. We already had our break week, so we played 2 weeks now, and then by playoffs, thankfully, I will be done with my internship and I can just play from home. Because right now we have a bit of an issue with our team. That's like our junglers playing on like high ping in these days, but I can only play those days. So scheduling right now is a bit annoying, but should be fine once playoffs roll around and everyone makes playoffs because of the format. So
True, yeah,
uh,
true.
yeah,
Because of five
I
teams,
I
we
only
will end up.
yeah I only recently realized because me and Mystic were talking about this yesterday about like which team's gonna go like unbeaten or who's gonna go this much. But we kept saying like 5-0, 3-2, but then I realized today there's only 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only a few results you can end up with. So if you go like 3-1, I think you're pretty much guaranteed top seed at this point. Looking at
Yeah,
it.
Do you have any
either,
So
more
yeah.
questions? Not you, Kerry? Felixi?
Mm, currently, no. Good
No.
stuff on the games.
mhm.
Interesting or somewhat interesting drafts. Yeah, I liked first game draft, the dive comp to answer Smolder.
Good.
Yeah.
Right then.
Quick call out. Wait. Look at the schedule for next week and look at the
Mm-hmm.
games real quick. We will be playing. I was gonna say Krusty Crew. we'll be we'll be playing Cringe Club, which should be a banger. Obviously, really hoping to get that one streamed because we're both 2-0. So winning that could probably secure a first spot, or at very least, like I said, top 2 seed, which puts you in the winner bracket. And Team No Name against Placeholder will be a really big game because I think they're 1-1 and 1-2 right now. So winning
Mm-hmm.
that game could definitely be important. I think if Placeholder lose that game, they are that's Placeholder's last game. So after that, they are either 2-2 or 1-3. because
Oh yeah, true.
the games are wrapping up. Yeah.
Yeah, Placeholder have a break week on the last week, so week 5, and yeah, true. Team No Name versus PhD next week will be PhD's last series until
Oh yeah.
playoffs.
Wait. Sorry. Team No Name's 0-2 right now, actually. So
Yeah.
it's a very important series for them.
The most important.
Yeah. I already forgot. But yeah. So interesting games coming up. Fringe Club will be interesting to play against. And yeah.
Well, then I want to congratulate you even more then on your win, and I'll be looking forward to see more on your next series.
Thank you, and also thank you for casting and running the streams. I looked for people to do it, and honestly, a few people from inside the server, thankfully, also came in. So thank you for also being willing to learn OBS a bit, and following the videos, because honestly, I was getting a little depressed when we had 2 weeks of no streams.
Shout out to Ugly Man thing for being part of the
Production
basically
team.
setting up the stream. Yeah, doing the production this today. Good stuff.
Well, I think that would be it for today then. I wish you a very good night, and see you on the next series.
Yep. Thank you, and bye.
Goodbye. Bye bye.